So Beryl, thank you so much for coming and having a chat with me today. I love to hear the stories of how our residents have come on their journey to move to live the Royale life.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking you took advantage of the 100% market value home exchange scheme?
I did.
Yeah?
I did.
I'd love to hear how that worked for you. How does that work?
Well, it was wonderful, really. They send 2 estate agents to you to value your home. They also send a surveyor to look at your home, and then they give you a price. And after that, you've got nothing to do because you've agreed a price. I don't have to pay estate agent fees. I don't have to pay the solicitor's fees. And it all, no hassle in my home. During a pandemic, you don't really want visitors. I don't think they were allowed at any rate, all in your home, but I didn't have to do anything because nothing was done until I moved out. So nobody looked at my house until I'd moved out. So it was hassle-free. It was absolutely brilliant, and I was very happy with the price they gave me.
Fantastic. And where did you hear about RoyaleLife?
Well, I'd previously started to look at flats in Broadstairs and along the coast here, but I didn't like any of them particularly. Some of them felt like prison blocks. But then in Saga magazine there are 1 or 2 different companies, and so I started to look at all of them. And RoyaleLife I was particularly attracted to because my daughter was able to go and look at the plot in Herne Bay, and it's quite out of the way, quiet, but you've got a country park and the beach within about 5 minutes of you.
Yeah.
Beautiful walled tea garden and a swimming pool. So she looked at all that, and then I found out like Stately Albion, based in Abercarn, which was near me, so I was able to go there, look at several different show houses, choose the one I wanted, and because I wanted to bring some of my furniture with me, I was able to plan my own home completely. And later on I went there for a whole day to choose all the carpets, tiles, curtains, make sure all the alterations were right for my furniture and everything, and they were absolutely brilliant.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good. Service
Yes.
is so important,
Yes.
and I'm so glad you were looked
Yes.
after. That's very
Yes.
important to us.
Very welcoming, they were very good.
Now, you mentioned about options and what options are out there for people that are looking to not have the stairs anymore, not have a big garden anymore.
No.
And the traditional house builders just simply aren't building single-story bungalows anymore. You know,
No.
they build townhouses or they build apartment blocks. And that's what we strive to offer people that are really looking to make that move
Yes.
to a home that fits their lifestyle more.
Yes.
But I know that you had that experience of looking at the other options. How was that for you? Was that stressful? Was that a situation that you couldn't find what you were really looking for with the other options?
Well, I want my own space. I like to have my meals outside in appropriate weather, and so many of them, the outside space was very 3 foot by 3 foot. They call an outside space. I don't call that an outside space. So with Royal, you've got it's your bungalow. You completely own it. You can have your decking. You can do what you like with it. And I've got grass at the back of me, so I can move around where the sun is or isn't or whatever I want to do. And the whole thing is just very convenient, very easy to manage, very low maintenance. So it was absolutely wonderful.
Good, so good. And have you found it easy to make friends and feel like you're part of the community here?
Yes, you are in a community, and although it's been a pandemic, people are still there for you. And there are, obviously when you've lost your husband, it's sometimes difficult because you feel that everybody's in a couple except you. But there are single ladies here, as we've found out today, and it's I just love it. It's very nice. You can join in, or you can not join in. You can absolutely please yourself. It's
I'm
lovely.
so pleased to hear that. It's for whatever reason, there are a lot of people that can start to feel isolated or can start to feel lonely.
Yes.
And we strive to provide that community where you're close
Yes.
enough to your neighbours to feel safe,
Yes.
but you're also far enough apart to have
That's right.
privacy and
That's
have your
right.
own space.
Yes. Well, that's wonderful. And you're in a gated community, so you don't have to worry about anybody coming round or whatever. You don't have to worry about it. You're in a gated community where they can't come in unless they know the code on the gate.
Yeah, I've heard wonderful stories about the community spirit
Yes.
and how you know neighbours help one another out and
Yes.
are always there if you need something.
Absolutely, yes. It's yes. I don't regret the decision, obviously, at all.
Good.
And I'm near my daughter, obviously.
Yeah, which is important, and she's happy.
She's
feels
happy. I'm happy. Son's probably happy because the mother's moved, and
Oh.
that's all right. Yeah.
And is there enough to do? Do you have any hobbies, or are there any groups that you can start to get involved with activities?
Well, I've always been swimming all my life, so the swimming pool was wonderful to me. That was a big attraction to me because I could go whenever I want to. I used to go swimming at home as well, so I do a lot of sewing, I do a lot of reading, I make rag rugs, I've got plenty to do. I'm just happy with that.
Hopefully being here, you've felt that through this difficult time, it's been difficult for everyone, it's
Yes.
impacted us all,
Yes.
whether it's the RoyaleLife team or
Yeah.
whether it's your fellow neighbours,
Yes.
you've not felt on your own.
No, not at all. And the staff, I mean, I must say something about the rest of the ground staff, the office staff, everybody. They're all very helpful, very amenable.
That's great.
Yes.
That's so good to hear.
I tripped my electrics on the day the Euro final was on, 5 minutes into the football.
Oh,
And he came out and fixed it all for me.
oh, that is good.
I was so embarrassed.
Well, you shouldn't be. It can happen.
I was there and he came, yeah.
Well, it can happen
Yeah,
anytime.
yeah.
So that's great to hear.
Yes.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really helpful people.
So if there was somebody watching now that maybe they've seen an advert
Yes.
that talks about the 100% market value,
Yes.
home exchange and living the raw life,
Yeah.
you would recommend it?
I would recommend it. I mean, too often people, when you're living alone, people don't want to do small jobs. And they either ignore you or you have to just get on without it. But here, you feel you've got somebody there all the while who can sort you out or get somebody who can sort it out. And you don't have to worry about anything.
That's
brilliant.
fantastic. Well, Beryl, thank you so much for coming to chat with me today. I'm so pleased that you're happy and loving the RoyaleLife.
Yes.
To hear more real life stories just like Beryl's, visit royalelife.com and head over to the testimonials page.